Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all the ships at sea. WKMC TV is on the air tonight from the campus of Mount Carmel Area High School in Mount Carmel, Pennsylvania. We have Pennsylvania Heartland Conference girls basketball as the visiting Hughesville Spartans, with a record of 6-4 under the direction of Craig Weaver, take on the Mount Carmel Area Red Tornadoes with a record of 5-5, tutored by the highly successful Lisa Verano. And tonight in the broadcast, as usual, I am joined by that former three-sport star here at Mount Carmel Area, head girls track coach, and the scorer of 1,246 points, Anna Ditchie. Anna, how about Mount Carmel coming back in that second half against Shamokin Area?
They really came out hard. They changed up their defense, and honestly, I think they got fired up on halftime, and they had a big, huge game-changing moment there, and they never turned around, and they didn't even give him a chance.
You know, and it's interesting, when you turn the ball over 13 times and only score 2 points in a quarter and you win the game, you got to be happy that not only did you win the game, but the effort that you got out of those girls in the second half. They really played well.
They did, and they played, it was like a team effort.
Yes.
Danny obviously had her usual 19 points that she's averaging in a game, but at the same time, Brooke came on strong in the third quarter. She started hitting shots. Shedleski started hitting shots. Ayers is she's a good, like you call her, the general.
That's right.
So
a big win, so that should build some momentum here. Hughesville coming off a big win in which their star, Jade Condre, scored 34, a career high for Condre, and also hit 6 threes. So if you're a coach, when you come into Mount Carmel, you're going to say, what are we going to do? How are we going to try to contain Danny Ray Reno? If you're Lisa Verano, you're saying, what are you going to do with Jade Cordray? So it'll be interesting to see how these two squads match up. A better crowd than you might imagine here. I know you're looking across at the side opposite the scoring table, but there are a lot of people behind us here. And beginning of the year, people were saying that, well, these Lady Tornadoes are young and they've got a lot of work to do. Hey, they're 5-5, and if they can win 6 more, they're in the playoffs. And I don't think anybody would have said that was a possibility at the beginning of the year.
They started slow, but you had to expect they were going to start slow. They didn't have much varsity experience. They're a young team, sophomores and juniors mostly, with freshmen coming off the bench. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing to build a program for the future, and I think they're doing a good job of it.
You're absolutely right. Could you pick a turnaround game?
Southern.
Absolutely. Without a doubt, I think that changed the whole way of thinking for the girls. I don't think anybody gave them a chance. What a wonderful win for them, and they've been playing well since. So we'll see what happens. As you can see down below, coaches and officials talking everything over, and it's one of my favorite parts of the game because everybody's happy, and then as soon as they throw the ball up, everything changes. But should be a good one. Craig Weaver, a veteran coach, had some good teams and some good players at Hughesville. And, of course, Lisa Verano's record certainly speaks for itself. We'll be back with the tip-off right after this. All right, United States Marine Corps Band. And Adichie, I'll bet you didn't know the United States Marine Corps Band wears red jackets for their dress uniform. And the only other place where the Marines don't wear their dress blue are the guards at the United States Embassy in India, where they wear red as well. So here we go, starting lineups. Jade Cordray, sophomore. Sierra Getz, a senior. Alexandria Snyder, a sophomore. Sarah Peischer, she is a junior. And the final starter is Olivia Struther, and she is a sophomore as well. So the green and white clad Hughesville Lady Spartans, and now the starting lineup for Lauren Ayers, a 5'2" sophomore. Caroline Fletcher, a 5'6" sophomore. Lauren Shedleski, a 5'7" sophomore. Brooke Bernini, the 5'8" junior. And in the middle, a 6'2" sophomore, Danny Ray Reno. So we look forward to a good ball game here tonight. Certainly anxious to see these Lady Tornadoes in action, as well as had an opportunity to see Jade Cordray play a little bit. So the officials are down below, and we are about set to go. Gosh, I feel like I want to go out and buy war bonds. That Greg.
He's very energetic tonight.
Yes, he is. He gets pumped up, does a good job. And we're about set to go. Obviously, a height advantage, Anna, right off the bat for the Red Tornadoes. We'll see what happens.
Struther looks like she's at least somewhat in the vicinity
I
of
would
her.
agree, but I'm not so sure about the rest. We'll see. Here we go. Tipped and brought down by Shedleski. She gets it to LA. Straight man-to-man for the Lady Spartans. Bernini. Backdoor to Randy Ray. Up and in. Nice ball movement. They get a backdoor and they score. First two of the game. Cordray out front. Good pressure. They get it back out front to Getz. Getz in the corner, going hard and getting fouled is Alex Snyder, and she'll go to the line to shoot a couple. That foul is going to go on Mount Carmel area's Danny Ray Reno, obviously her first, team's first. And let's see what Snyder can do. First one. She'll get another. As we mentioned, Hughesville came in at 6-4. Mount Carmel area at 5-5. Second one's on the way. Not good. Reno with the board. Shedleski left side. Ayers directing traffic. Let's move her people around. Over here on the right side. Shedleski looking. Back to Ayers. Reno. Ayers. Cordray with Ayers. Bernini looking for room. Gets with her. Good patience in the corner. They go low. And turnover. This is Getz quickly on the right side to Cordray. Down the lane. Has it blocked. Gets her own back. Steps out front. Getz will set it up. Fletcher with her. Getz, Cordray in the corner. Bernini with her. Height advantage, Bernini. No question about that. And now we get a carry, and we're going the other way. 2-1, 6:34 to go. Tom Ryan along with Anna Ditchy as we do Heartland Conference Hoops here on WKMC TV. Executive producer, the legendary Dave McPhee. This is Bernini. Ayers. Now looking at it, looks like a 1-3-1 zone here. Down the lane, Ayers in low, kick it out. Firing out of the corner. Ayers can't get that one down. Rebound to Struther, and here we go the other way. Across the timeline. Gets left side to Peischer. She fires, not good. Get the bounce. Did not. Reno with a board. Ayers. Looking for room. Cut off is Shedleski. Bernini, 3-ball. Got it. So Brooklyn Bernini buries one, and it's 5-1. Nice rotation on that, Anna.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We were complimenting her last game on that.
Over there in the corner to Cordray. She's looking. Still looking. Nothing there. Back to Getz. Getz with Bernini all over her. Cordray on a baseline. And she'll draw the foul. I think it's going to go on Carolyn Fletcher. None shooting. It's going to be on Shedleski. And Cordray will put it in play. Looking. Gets it out front to Snyder, who fires. Not good. And the ball is tipped around, and guess what? Reno has it. And we're coming the other way. 5 minutes left to go here in first quarter. Shedleski back to Ayers. Bernini in the corner to Fletcher. This is Bernini. Shedleski looking to cut off. Ayers thought about throwing up a three. And they get it into Reno, and she's going to get hacked. Well, as you can tell from the reaction, there are some folks from Hughesville here. Danny Ray Reno at the line. Strother on the line. First one's up. Not good. There you go. Oh. She'll get another one. Second one's on the way. Got it. 6-1. And Hughesville takes a timeout. So will we. Back after this. All righty, 6-1, 4:43 to go. And let's see, Hughesville will put it in play. Looks like the starting lineup's still in there for the Lady Spartans and the Red Tornadoes. And Getz will bring it up. Getz with Fletcher. Backdoor cut for Cordray, stolen nicely. Shedleski drops it to Fletcher. She puts it up, not good, tipped around. Shedleski gets it, Reno gets it, still gets it, up, and finally drops it in. So you can't give them 3 shots in there, Anna, did you?
Way too many opportunities there, but Mount Carmel took advantage finally on the third.
Snyder. Getz, backs it out. Fletcher again with her. Straight man now for the Lady Tornadoes. In low to Strother. Has it blocked. Gets it back. Puts it up again. Not good. Reno with a board. The General brings it into front court. L.A. Left side. Shedleski kicks it out. Oh, Reno right open inside. Puts it up. Can't get it down. Fletcher comes out of there with it. Shedleski fires and hits. Another 3, 11-1. So with 3.5 minutes to go, the Spartans have yet to make a field goal. Cordray firing for 3, not there. Rebound Shedleski. Boy, the Tornadoes off to a good start. Ayers. Left side, Bernini. Ayers. On the deck, jump ball. The arrow will favor Hughesville. .309 left to go. Mount Carmel by 10.
It seems like every single time the Hughesville girls are going in the paint, they're doing fadeaways to get away from Danny Ray.
Absolutely.
It seems like a common around for all the games we've seen, but.
And Danny Ray plays it smart, keeps her hands straight up in the air.
That's all she has to do.
Yeah, you can't, once you start reaching in, then they'll start calling fouls. This is Getz. Fletcher is really working her hard. They try to get it into Strother, they do. Can't get it down. Strother puts it up, can't get it down. Reno with the board. Ayers. Right side. Shedleski, Ayers. Little runner. Not good. Rebound knocked around. Who has it? Hughesville. Long lead. Cordray in front of the pack. Lays it up, in, and draws the foul. So they get their first field goal to the Lady Spartans with 2:22 left to go here in the first quarter. They trail 11-3. And Jade Cordray at the line. Substitution coming in for Mount Carmel. That'd be Maya Chapman in for Shedleski.
2 quick fouls on Shedleski right here in the first quarter.
Yep, so she'll sit a little bit, that's for sure. Cordray at the line. The old-fashioned three-point play. Yes. 11-4. 3 deuces up there on the clock. As LA brings it up. In the corner to Fletcher. Around the horn they go. Bernini fires off the right wing, not good. Long lead for Cordray, 1-on-3. She'll pull it out, gets it to Peischer. Peischer gets it to Getz. Getz. In the corner, Snyder. Fogs, not good. Rebound, Struther kicks it out. Cordray to Getz, and she traveled. You know what is something you won't notice in the box score, and it is the great job that Fletcher's doing disrupting Getz, trying to get their offense set up.
Well, this is exactly how they got back at Shamokin by going to a man-to-man, so
Yep.
it's working here for them again tonight.
Ayers, lob pass to Chapman. Ayers, Bernini, Ayers, in low. Danny Ray spins, can't get it. Rebound pulled down by Snyder. Snyder across the timeline. Cordray looking for room. Bernini all over her. There's a screen, but switch is made. In the corner. Snyder fires, not good. Tipped around, coming out, there's Peischer. Gets open for 16 feet, not good. Rebound, Peischer puts it up, can't get it down. Good effort right there. The Mount Carmel ball, but a heck of an effort by Sarah Peischer. And coming in for the Lady Tornadoes is Joel Scott as Danny Ray comes out with 49 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Mount Carmel area 11, Hughesville 4 as LA walks it up. 2-3 zone now for the Spartans. Ayers. In the corner to Bernini. Back to Ayers. Bring it out front. Chapman. Ayers. Looking. Nothing inside right now. Down to 18 seconds. Might as well play for one. And that's what LA's looking at the clock. Gets it to Bernini. Scott. LA has it rejected. She gets it back. Has it blocked again, and that's the end of the first quarter. We played 8 minutes of basketball here from Mount Carmel Area High School. Mount Carmel Area 11. Hughesville 4. Back. Second quarter about to begin. It is Scott, Ayers, Reno, Bernini, and Fletcher. It is Getz, Cordray, Snyder, Struther, and Peischer in there for Craig Weaver's Lady Spartans. Cordray, top of the key. Backs it out, makes a move down the lane. Throws it up, and got the roll. So maybe they're going to move Cordray out front rather than on the wing. Let's see what happens. LA. See if they run a screen to get it inside to Fletcher, who loses it, but Danny Ray picks it up. And she'll go to the line. I don't know if it's a shooting foul or not. I don't think so. Probably on the floor. It's going to be on Struther. And it is a non-shooting foul. So as you see, they line up with, in a picket fence, well, they line up with 3 on the foul line. Let's see if they run this around. They get it to Reno. Throws it up, not good. Who's got it? Peischer. 2 gets. Lauren Shedleski going to come back in. Remember, she's playing with 2. Snyder looking for room. Nice backdoor cut. Peischer. Struther puts it up and in.
That was a beautiful pass there.
Yep, good ball movement. Down 3, 11-8. Bernini. Scott. Turnover. Peischer. Nobody's stopping the ball. Lays it up. Not there. Gets her own rebound. Drops it into Struther. She can't get it. And Reno comes out of there with it. And Mount Carmel area will take a timeout. 6:34 to go. 11-8. We'll keep it here. This Spartan bench is complaining about Danny Ray coming over the back. And so far they haven't gotten a call. And if you're Danny Ray, keep doing it until they call one.
I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if they're going to let you play in there, that's to her benefit.
It's definitely a fine line right now. I thought maybe that was close there, but hey, good for her that she got away with it. But
well, we'll see as the game progresses. But they've been complaining since the first quarter. So
tends to happen when you have a girl who's much taller than you and you're standing in front of her.
And it also tends not to get called when you're on the road. Be interesting to see if it gets called when they go to Hughesville. But nonetheless, we're here. It's 11-8. Here come the Lady Tornadoes. L.A. will bring it up. Lauren Ayers, a sophomore. Brooke Bernini Jr. Fletcher, a sophomore. Reno, a sophomore. Shedleski is back in there. She is a sophomore. Bernini for three. Not there. Rebound pulled down by Snyder. Get it into Struther. And Fletcher has it. Still has it. Right side, Bernini. L.A. Bernini. Shedleski goes hard to the hole. This could be her third if it's an offensive foul. What do we got?
That's going to be Struther's third.
Oh, boy. And she'll probably, and a substitute is already at the table. It's going to be Sydney Milheim coming in.
I think that could have went either way.
Agreed. Toughest call in basketball, block or a charge. First one, she won't get it, she'll get another one. So far, Mount Carmel not shooting fouls very well. Hint,
and
hint.
they have such good shots.
Hint, hint.
Hint, hint. They are 1 for 2, or actually they're 1 for 4 right now from the line.
With that miss. L.A., did she save it? She did, but she saved it to Hughesville. Down the lane, lays it up. Reno, board. She must have a dozen boards by now, I would think. She's dominating on the boards inside on both ends of the floor. That ball will stay with Mount Carmel area. Ayers will put it in play. Reno. Shedleski to Ayers. Looking at that. It's like is this a box and one, Anna? Or not? No, it might be. Let's take a look because Peischer is all over. Well, no, it's not.
It seems like they're all switching on Danny Ray.
They are, exactly. And there's a turnover. And here comes Peischer, 11-8. Right side, looking for room, goes right down the lane, kicks it out. Gets Fletcher on her. Well, there's something that won't show up in a box score, but Carolyn Fletcher gets a turnover on a 5-second count. 4:46 to go in the first half. 11-8. Yep, it's a 2-3 zone. An elongated 2-3, I would think. Long three, Shedleski knocks it down. 14-8. Well, they're hitting a few tonight. And that changes everything when they start making threes. Here's Getz, looking for room, nothing happening. In the corner, down the lane, throwing it up. Oh, and it's stuck. That'll be a jump ball, and Mount Carmel will get it.
They're all calling for Danny to go up and get it.
She's not going to do that. I think that might have pushed it in a little further. See, when you're a referee, you never want to be that guy. Ah, you're good. And he got the
He
the
made up
bucket.
for it, sir.
Yep, he made the bucket. 14-8, 4:17 to go here in the first half. As Ayers brings it up. Shedleski in the middle, open. Bernini. Get the roll, she does. So Brooklyn Bernini knocking them down tonight, 16-8. Lauren Henry in there now for the Spartans. And she gets it inside to Snyder, and she knocks it down. So Alexandra Snyder, the sophomore, makes it 16-10 as Ayers brings it up. Shedleski, Ayers. Fletcher. Ayers. Shedleski, Ayers. Now Shedleski will back it out. Left side of Bernini. Cross court, Ayers. Bernini. Shedleski in low. Ray kicks it out. So they turn it over, and coming out of there with it is Cordray. She gets it on the right side to Henry, and this is Snyder firing. Can't get it down. Tipped around, Reno has it. Gets it to Ayers. Under 3 to go. Second quarter, 16-10. Ayers. In the corner, Bernini back to Ayers. Bernini firing. That one's not going to get there, but look at Danny Ray go up and get it and go in, lay it up, and in. Nice play right there. Danny Ray goes up and gets it and then takes it home, and it's 18-10. Good effort. As Maya Chapman gets ready to come in. Henry on the point now. Gets out of there. This is Cordray. This is Henry down the lane. Little runner. Doesn't get it. Rebound pulled down by Bernini. Gets it to Ayers. So one shot, Anna, pretty much for Hughesville here tonight. Not getting very many offensive boards. Now Fletcher out of bounds. Maya Chapman in, and Caroline Fletcher out. Get's going to come back in, and Lauren Henry going to come out. 2 minutes, 2. Left to go here in a very fast first half.
I was just thinking that, honestly. This game's flying.
We could make the 9 o'clock movie. Down the lane, Getz kicks it up. Snyder open. The rainbow won't go, but she follows it. Blocked, it'll stay. Hughesville basketball. One of the few offensive rebounds that the Spartans have acquired here in the first half. Cordray will put it in play. Gets it out to Snyder. Snyder kicks it out. Getz in the corner. Peischer. Snyder. Getz open. Stops, pops. There's the intimidation factor right there. Rather than taking it to the basket, stops short because of the long arms of Danny Ray Reno. Fletcher back in, coming out here, Shedleski. And Cordray will put it in play. 91 seconds to go, first half. Snyder quickly. Cordray for 3. Not going to get there. Tipped around. Who's got it? Snyder, or make it Peischer. Gets it back out front. Left side here. Peischer moves it around to Getz. Getz. Good baseline move. Cut off nicely by Fletcher as they get it back out to Getz. Minute to go. Left side, Cordray looking. Gets it back out front to Peischer. Peischer's got it. Top. Oh, she walked. Got away with it. Firing is Getz. Not going to get there. Rebound, Fletcher. Gets it to Chapman under a minute. And LA will walk it up. Tom Ryan and Anna Ditchy here on WKMC. Hope you're enjoying the game as much as we are. Got to play for one, Anna.
It seems like every time they come down, both teams are really holding the ball, no matter if there's a minute left or not. Hughesville just had the ball for at least a minute and a half in their last possession.
And did not score. Chapman in trouble. Gets it to Fletcher. Fletcher over to Bernini. 8 on the clock. Chapman stolen. Cordray. Can she get it home? She traveled with 0.6 of a second left. She worked hard to get the steal, couldn't finish. Like her hustle with 0.6 of a second left. Just get it in and hold it. And they do. So we've played 16 minutes of basketball from the campus of Mount Carmel Area High School. The Lady Tornadoes have 18. Lady Spartans have 10. We'll be back with the halftime stats in a moment. We are back. It is halftime here at the campus of Mount Carmel Area High School. You're watching tonight's game on WKMC TV. And here with the halftime stats, starting with Hughesville, is Anna Ditchy.
Okay, Hughesville right now on the board has 10 points. They are led by Jade Caudry with 5 points and Alex Snyder with 3 and Struthers with 2. In the first half, they had 6 turnovers. They were 1 from 3 from the line. Struthers already in foul trouble with 3 points. I think that was a big deal in the first.
It's part of it inside, certainly. How many field goals does Hughesville have here in the first half?
4.
4. Okay.
Mount Carmel, after the first half, has 18 points. They are led by Danny Ray Reno. She has 7. Brooke Bernini has 5. Lauren Shidleski has 6. They not so hot from the foul line, just like Hughesville, so it's not really making too big of a difference, but they're 1 for 4 from the foul line, and they currently have 4 turnovers.
So they were 11 for 23 against Shamokin on Monday night. So they're 12 for 27 at the foul line in the last 6 quarters.
And honestly, I don't expect it from this team because all of them have pure shots. They have good shots. Most of them, I think, are a little too short.
A foul shot is the only sport, or the only part of a game where you can score with no defender. All right, you got a free chance to score, nobody in front of you. And I think today's players, boys and girls, spend a lot more time shooting threes than they do foul shots. There's 9 guys in the NBA right now shooting over 90% from the foul line, and most of them will tell you that during the off season they shoot about 500 a week.
I believe it.
Yeah, I mean that's an area where practice will make pretty near perfect. But you watch kids warming up, particularly the boys. Before a boys game, nobody goes to the foul line, and
but
right now,
in turn, those are the shots that win games.
Without a doubt.
Because let's face it, the last 2 minutes of a close game, you're on the foul line more than you're anywhere else.
And Michael Hood over at North Schuylkill last Saturday, in a thrilling game, stepped up, hit 4 for 4 down the stretch to help Mount Carmel win that ball game. So You're right. You've played, you've coached, you know. You got to make your fouls.
And I think that's one thing Mount Carmel needs to work on because they're becoming contenders. They're getting better as the season goes on, and if they want to be in that playoffs, they have to improve their foul shots.
Exactly.
And they definitely have the potential to be really great on the foul line.
I would agree. So let's see how they do in the second half. 18-10, Mount Carmel area out in front. And here we go. Getz, Cordray, Snyder, Struther, and Peischer for the green-clad Lady Spartans. Fletcher, Bernini, Shedleski, Reno, and Ayers in there for Lisa Verano. Snyder looking to get it inside, nothing there. They go to Cordray, goes to the basket, cut off, has it taken away. This is Shedleski. Ayers. Shedleski thought about the 3. Ayers, lob inside, kick it out. Shedleski got it. 21-10, so Lauren Shedleski lighting it up. She's got 9. Are they all on 3s?
They are all on 3s.
Nothing wrong with that. This is Snyder in the corner to Peischer. Peischer to Struther. Struther going to turn around, has it rejected. Danny Ray Reno quickly ahead to Shedleski. Dangerous cross-court pass, gets it to Bernini. Back to Shedleski. Top of the key, Ayers. The teardrop. Rolls around and in. 23-10, they're up 13, so a quick 5-0 run to start the third quarter, and Hughesville will take a timeout. And as they would like to say, that's a good timeout because you better get them reorganized a little bit. It's funny, you come out at halftime, you have a plan put together, and then all of a sudden the opposition hits bang, bang, and you're down 13 instead of 5. So, or down instead of 8, I should say. So,
well, plus you don't know what the other team's coming out of halftime with. They might change everything up, so it was a smart call.
And it's a chess match, you know, at halftime you make adjustments. We saw great adjustments on Monday night by the Mount Carmel area coaching staff to change the temperature of that Shamokin area game. And Craig Weaver, who's a veteran coach now, talking to his girls. But they're trying to get the ball inside at times, and Danny Ray is just in there with her hands straight up in the air. She's 6'2".
I think they're trying to get her in foul trouble. However, the refs aren't biting.
Okay.
As far as, I mean, that's my opinion. I mean, the last two girls are going in and their hands are coming out like, where was the foul every time they go in there. So I think that was definitely a game plan, which would be a smart game plan if it worked.
Agreed. But you know what now? This is our third game counting Black Diamond with the girls, and they've all tried the same thing. And Danny Ray just hangs in there. Does a good job. Let's see what happens here. Stuck her hand up. Not good. Rebound. Cordray knocks it home. So Jade Cordray knocks it down. She's got 7 of the 12, and it's 23-12. Ayers almost carried it. Bernini. Little pick and roll. Knocked out of bounds nicely by Snyder. And LA will put it in play. Ayers the sophomore general. He runs the show. Gets it in the left wing here too. Shedleski almost had it picked off. Renault. Bernini. Boy, cross-court pass is so dangerous. Shedleski in again, out again, hit the rim. Couple of inches makes the difference, and here comes Snyder. Cordray. They've really done a nice job. Peischer, nice move, puts it on the deck. They get it inside, we get a foul. The foul's gonna, I believe, be on Bernini, and Alexandra Snyder will go to line to shoot a company. Yep, gonna be on Bernini. That is her. That is her.
Bernini's only to her first.
Okay.
I'm trying to find out who was on the line here for a second. Her hair's so long that I couldn't see who to give the credit to.
It is.
And you're catching me. You caught me off guard there for a second.
That's all right. It's Snyder. Snyder is a sophomore. Second one's up. Rolls around. Not going to go down to shoot. And Bernini gets it to Ayers. 5.5 to go, third quarter. And they turn it over. Kind of an unforced error. And Jade Cornray will put it in play. Condry, I should say. Condry looking in the corner. Ayers with her. High post to Peischer. Has it rejected. Got it back. Gets. Runner blocked inside. Peischer gets it back. And Fletcher steals it. Fletcher. Look out. Bodies all over the place. Hughesville on the attack. Snyder, nothing doing. Coming out of there with it is Bernini. Brooklyn drops it off to a cutting Shedleski, and she got hammered. So Cordray will commit the foul, it looks like, and Shedleski will go to the line and shoot two. 4:52 left to go in the third quarter.
They just called that on Struther, which is her fourth now.
Yeah, she just signaled a coach I have 4, so it is on Struther. That's good. And Struther really is the only girl height-wise that is at least in the ballpark with Danny Ray. So Laura knocks the first one down. Not good. Reno with a board, nothing doing there. It'll stay Mount Carmel basketball. They will put it in play. Ayers. Bernini might have double dribbled and got away with it. Ayers. Left side to Bernini. To a cutting Shedleski. Puts it up and in. And Lauren Shedleski having herself a ball game here. She had 6, 9, 11 in the ball game so far, I believe. Corderay, bomb. Got it. So Corderay knocks another 3 down, 26-16. Corderay looks like one of those kids, Anna, that you can't let set. A nice rotation. Renault top of the key. Shedleski. Inside the Renault. Spins. Little turnaround. Good. 28-16. The lead is 12 or under 4 to go here in the third quarter. Gets. Snyder gets. Firing. And knocking it down. It's a 2. And Lisa Veranda will take a timeout. 28-18. And we'll be back after this. All right, we're back. 28-18. 3:42 left to go here in the third quarter. Mount Carmel up by a dime. And we're waiting for those Lady Tornadoes to come out of the huddle, and here they come. And they will put the ball in play. Remember now, that's Stouffer's playing, or Struther rather, is playing with 4. And she's matched up with Renault. They go man-to-man right now. Fletcher. Hughesville ball. There's a case of trying to force it in when there was nothing there. Getz will bring it up. Fletcher waits for her. Getz turns it over. Gets it to Bernini. Bernini to, back to Ayers to Bernini. Little cut. LA with a runner. Can't get it down, but look at a follow-up by Shedleski. Oh boy, she's got a bundle here tonight as Corday brings it up. Corday looking, bounce pass, stolen. Bernini has it. Bernini turns it over. Getz has it. Getz will bring it up. Peischer looking for room. Throws it up, got the roll. Down 10, 30-20. Ayers will bring it up. Right side to Shedleski. They get it to Ayers, who handles the ball so well. In the corner. Shedleski looking for room. Now back out. Bernini. Little give and go. Little rotation. They get it back. Look at Shedleski with a spin. Moved in. Get it, but Renault did knock it down. 2 minutes, third quarter. Lead is 12. 32-20. Snyder gets it to back to Getz. LA with her. Getz in low. Out front, Peischer, left side, Corday fires. Got it. You can't leave her alone.
She really is a nice shot.
She does.
She moves around well for having that knee brace on.
And she's good with catch and shoot. She doesn't need a whole lot of time. Bernini luckily gets it over to Shedleski. She gets it into Fletcher. She can't get it down. This is Bernini to the hole. Little jumper won't go. Peischer with the board. Gets it to Getz. Lead is 9. Getz, Fletcher all over her. High post to Peischer. Foul line won't go. Rebound. Who's got it? Lady Spartans, it appears, and they do. Peischer down the lane, kicks it out. Getz thought about a 3. in the corner. And a foul, that's going to go on Shedleski. And Alexandra Snyder will go to the line.
And that's going to be Shedleski's third.
Okay, she's having a good night offensively.
She is currently at 14 points.
First one's up. Yes. String music substitution now as Maya Chapman comes in. Shedleski will come out with 41 seconds left to go here in a fast-moving third quarter. Right-hander buries to second. 32-24 to lead is 8. So the Spartans hanging tough. They're not going away. Bernini knocked away. Loose. Who has it? Coming out here with it is Chapman. Oh, might have waited a double dribble. Here's the lob to Reno. Puts it up. Good. And she drew the 5th foul on Struther. That's her 5th.
No, they didn't call it on Struther. They called it on 13.
That foul in is going to go on Peischer.
That was a gift for Struther.
She thought it was her 5th.
She was walking out.
She was getting ready to come over to the bench. So
well,
Danny,
her teammate took one for her.
So Danny Ray now will get a couple. Missed it. So it's evidently 1-on-1. That has to be a 2-shot foul.
No, she made it.
Made the basket.
Made it.
Get in the game, Riney. Okay, I'm in it. Yes, she did make it, as a matter of fact. 34-25, 9-point lead. Cordray in the corner. Peischer in low. They kick it out. Gets a runner. Not good enough, Danny Ray. The end of the quarter, we played 3 complete. Mount Carmel area 34. Hughesville 25. Back with the 4th and final right after this. Okay, Anna?
Well, coming off the third quarter here, honestly big scoring quarters for both teams. Hughesville had 15 that quarter compared to 10 in the first and second quarter combined. Mount Carmel had 16 in the quarter compared to 18 in the first 2 quarters combined. So both teams a little bit more energetic, I think, in that third quarter. We'll see what happens here in the fourth.
Here's Bernini. Shedleski into Reno. Shedleski, top of the key to Bernini. Stolen by Cordray. Snyder to Getz. Getz down the lane, lost it. Gets it to Peischer. She traveled with the basketball. So, see if Mount Carmel can get something going here. 4th and final. Lead is 9. And it's been a steady 9 or 8 or 10.
Yeah, it is. It's been almost exactly the same the whole game.
This is Shedleski, gets it to Fletcher. Fletcher looking around, still has it. Bernini, Ayers, Fletcher, Shedleski. Oh, yeah, she's smoking. Knocks down another 3, 37-25. She's got about, what, 14 or 15?
17, I believe.
There we go. Could be a career high for Lauren. Top of the key. Put it on the floor. Ball's on the deck. Jump ball. Lauren Henry going to come in, and let's see who's going to come out. Getz is going to come out. Another substitution coming here as Sydney Milheim into the ball game, and Struther going to come out. Give her a rest. She's playing with 4, 6:33 to go. Henry looking down the lane. So to Milheim, not good. Rebound Snyder, not good. Danny Ray cleans it out.
It's amazing what people's shots are like when they go against her.
They're altered. They're all changed.
They don't look anything like their normal shot.
That is.
Then again, mine wouldn't look like that either.
Right. Look at Shedleski. Inside Reno. Missed it. Rebound. Peischer, here they come. Lauren Henry. Peischer fires. Got it. Sarah Peischer knocks it down. 37-27. Under 6 to go. Ayers. Shedleski, Bernini. Ayers in the corner. Stolen. Coming the other way. Cordray. Looking for room. Right side to Henry. Henry looking inside. Cut off. Bounces it into Snyder. Can't get it down. As they bring it across the timeline, Ayers. Inside to Reno. And she gets the bucket, 39-27. Biggest lead of the game, I believe, 12. Under 5 to go. Alexandria Snyder. In trouble, gets it to Cordray. Penetrates, and will draw the foul. That foul is going to be on Lauren Ayers.
That's her first.
All righty. Team fouls, by the way. Mount Carmel area 3, Hughesville 2 here in the fourth quarter. Getz is back in, so is Struther. Somebody else has to come out. Okay. Snyder comes out. Peischer comes out. They'll probably get about a 30 or 40-second rest and right back in there. Cordray. See, Reynolds comes out to take her. Lauren Henry with a rainbow. Not going to go. Coming out there with it is Fletcher. Gets it to Ayers. 4.5 to play. Bernini hard to the hole. Lays it up and in. Brooklyn Bernini makes it 41-27. The lead is 14. Mount Carmel area now trying to put it away with 4:20 left to play. Henry trap, gets it to Getz. Cordray looking for room. They're not giving her any. They've done a good job on her tonight.
Yeah, they really have.
Yep, Struther. Nice pass inside. Craig Weaver wanted a foul. He didn't get it.
He's wanted a lot of fouls that he didn't get tonight.
Lauren Ayers down the lane, drops it into Fletcher. And Struther's going to foul out.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, good point. Yep,
well, this one will do it.
That'll make it official. Okay. She finished with?
Struther finished with 2 points.
Okay. And coming in is Peischer and Snyder. So 4 of the 5 starters in there right now for Craig Weaver. Fletcher makes the first. Get another.
Fletcher's had a nice defensive game. She doesn't get a lot of credit. You don't name her name too often, but she's a very key token player for this.
She is, and what she did tonight is she disrupted Getz, the point guard for Hughesville, and they really couldn't get into their offense as quickly as they would have liked. They're the type of things. John Ayers does the same thing for the boys. You do not see that type of statistic in the paper. You don't see it in the scorebook, but if you're a coach, you certainly appreciate the effort tonight by Fletcher and on game nights for the boys. John Ayers, he and Michael Hood do a lot of things that you don't necessarily see. Fletcher and tonight Lauren Ayers has done a nice job on Cordray, who, as we mentioned at the top of the show, had 34 her last time out, including 6 threes.
13 right now for
yeah,
Cordray.
So I'm sure that is below her average with 3:47 to play.
This was a very defensive game, in my opinion. I think Mount Carmel did a really good job on Cordray. And obviously, I think Danny Ray, mostly, she did things smart. She had her hands up, and she didn't get in foul trouble. Although within, the first 2 minutes of the game, Danny Ray had her first foul, so it kind of got me nervous. But then she got away with a whole lot that maybe the Hughesville coach didn't necessarily agree with, but it worked out for Danny.
This is Cordray back out front. She gets it to Getz. Maya Chapman on her now. Ayers went for the steal, didn't get it. Cordray to the hole. Taken away by Reno. 3.5 to go. Ayers. Almost had her pocket picked. And that'll be a turnover. And Cordray will bring it up. Down 16. Long three. Got it. She gets time to shoot it, brother. It usually goes down. 3 minutes to play. 43-30, down 13. Now they're going to come after him full court. Jump ball. The arrow favors Mount Carmel area. Lauren Henry going to come back in for the Lady Spartans. And Peischer come out of there. Only a sophomore. Sarah Peischer make her a junior, so she'll be back. Cordray will be back. They got some people back. Ayers now with Getz, right side to Bernini. Bernini, ball's loose, they have it. Lauren Henry, 2.5 to go. Cordray. They're not giving her an inch, and it has shown she has hard to work for everything. And here's Maya Chapman, and she lost it.
Mia Chapman's going to be a good player when Mia.
Why am I saying Maya? Mia.
But she's been very helpful off the bench for them as a freshman. I mean, obviously nerves are going to get the best of you as freshmen, but honestly, I see a difference in the team since she's been coming off the bench.
And Mia does not play like a freshman. She's not intimidated. I mean, she steps right in, and
she's a very good athlete
and does her job. Probably on the track team, I would think, or going to be.
Oh, she's going to be.
Okay.
I have big plans for her this year.
Okay. And of course, the head girls track coach here at Mount Carmel area, and has a silver medalist and 2 gold medalists in Morafie Monsini, who's now over at Bucknell and doing very well. And won't be long, another month you'll start track practice, I would think.
Indoors kind of going on right now. We were at a little meet at Susquehanna last week. We're going back this weekend. A handful of kids, but the kids who don't do winter sports, they take advantage of it.
And how did we do?
They did pretty well. For January 5th, not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I remember when the great Nick Sebas was here, he would run some indoor track in the winter, and not too many people beat Nick.
No.
Certainly an all-time great. And here is Mr. McPhee, and here's our crew, and I want to give these guys credit in just a second. This is Getz. And Lauren Henry. And she turns it over. Shedleski has it. Here's the lead to Bernini. Bernini lost it, got it back. All right, we got a jump ball. Let's talk about the great crew. Cameras. Samantha Satney, Jake Evans, Orville Fesniak, and Corinne Ennis. Corinne Evans. Zoe Psycho, Daherty Fesniak, and Tyler Barnhart, master control. And of course, the executive producer is Dave McPhee. Henry pops, not there. Reno has it, minute and 40 to go. Bernini going coast to coast and turns it over. Snyder to Henry. Peischer kicks it out. Snyder to the hole. Didn't get the roll. Tipped around, she gets it back. Has it blocked. Reed pulled down by Shedleski. Now, minute and 16 to go. They get it to Reno. Good block.
Well, that doesn't happen often.
No, it doesn't.
I'll give her credit. Danny Ray probably has about 13 blocks tonight if we were counting. But
well, and a girl came up on her blind side and made a very good play and just blocked the shot.
That might have made that girl's night that they actually reached the ball when Danny went to shoot.
Shedleski. I think if I'm Mount Carmel, I might want to pull it out here, but then, of course, Danny Ray gets 2 more, so you don't want to pull it out. 45-30, under a minute to go. So Mount Carmel now going to win game number 6. And here at 5-5. A nice move by Peischer, and she got the bucket. And Lisa Verano will take a timeout. And I'm going to ask you to read these again. You're a little better, know these kids a little better than I do.
Okay, our camera crew tonight is Samantha Zatney, Jake Evans, Orville Fesniak, Corinne Ennis. We have Zoe Psycho. Production assistant is Doherty Fesniak, and our master control, again, is Tyler Barnhart, obviously under the direction of Dave McPhee.
The legendary Mr. Dave McPhee. Good guy. Does a great job and has done a great job here for a long time. Guys like Mr. McPhee are people that you cannot take for granted. He is absolutely, and football, great job with the TV and football, and everything else. I mean, kind of cover everything. I think they cover the prom, do they not?
I think they cover pretty much everything.
Yeah, do a great job. 42 seconds left to play, 45-32.
Mount Carmel's very lucky to have WKMC. I mean, I know back when I played, like, we have 2-3 games, but between Black Diamond, WKMC, these kids really can go back to their high school and kind of see all of it or hear all of their games and replay them.
Which I think is great because it gives them an opportunity as they get older to have great memories of what they accomplished. And they can also show their kids, show their parents, or show their kids, I should say, that they were pretty good in their day too. 45-32. And I think this is the 50th year, if I'm not mistaken, of WKMC. And Caroline Fletcher is going to come in. Also in there for Mount Carmel is Madison Sosky.
Yeah, it's nice to look back. Mr. McPhee last year gave me all my games. So, of course, I sat there and pretended like I was back in high school watching them.
Nothing wrong with that.
Reliving your good life.
Maya Chapman set to come in.
Now they're calling the fouls on Mount Carmel.
Well, a little late.
And that's going to be Shedleski's 4th, if that matters, with 29.2
Maya
seconds
Chapman
left.
back in. Lauren Shedleski come out for a well-deserved round of applause. She had a terrific game.
Yeah, she really had a good game, ending, I believe, with 17 points, if I'm still counting correctly.
Snyder knocks it down, 45-34, 20 seconds to go. And ball is stolen. Cordray firing for 3. Not there. Tipped around. Who's got it?
Might be one of the first ones she missed that she had an open shot on.
Yep, she doesn't miss too often. 11 seconds left to go, 45-34. Inside, oh boy. You're going to say on the floor? That foul's going to go on Madison Sosky. On the floor, no shot, 10 seconds to play. Inside, Snyder scores. Alexandria Snyder, 45-36. The lead is 9. L.A. with the lob. That's picked off by Getz, and that's the ball game. So, Mount Carmel area will move to 6 wins, 5 losses. Hughesville will fall to 6-5. And we will be back with the stats right after this. 45-36 your final. Stay with us. We are back as the Mount Carmel area girls defeat Hughesville's Lady Spartans 45-36. And they increased their record to 6-5. And here with the arithmetic is Anna Ditchy. Anna?
Okay, starting with Hughesville tonight. Hughesville ends the game with 36 points. They were led tonight by Jade Caudry. She had 16 points, 3 from the three-point line, 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Followed up by Caudry was Alex Snyder. She had 10 points, 4 for 6 from the free throw line. Also contributing was Sarah Fleischer. She had 6 points. Struther had 2 points, and Sierra Getz had 2 points. Hughesville ends 5 for 7 from the free throw line, 3 3-pointers, and 12 turnovers tonight.
Okay, for the victorious Mount Carmel area Lady Tornadoes.
Mount Carmel area ends tonight with 45 points. They had 2 high scorers here with 17 points in Danny Ray Reno. She had 17. 8 field goals, 1 for 3 from the line. Lauren Shedleski also had 17, including 4 three-pointers, only 1 for 4 from the line. And then also contributing was Brooke Bernini, 7 points, including 1 3. Lauren Shedleski had 2. Caroline Fletcher had 2. Altogether as a team, 4 for 9 from the line, 15 turnovers.
All righty, so good team effort.
Absolutely. I mean, definitely points across the board. We talked about how every single person contributed, whether it's defensively, offensively. I think all 5 of those starters, including the girls off the bench, I think they all had a very big part to play in this win tonight.
Definitely a team effort. Lady Tornadoes moved to 6-5. We'll be back here Saturday night as the Mifflinburg boys come to town. So want to thank the crew for an outstanding job. Mr. McPhee for all of his support and organization here with WKMC TV. Anna, good job. See you Saturday.
I'll see you Saturday.
All righty. Once again, the final score. Mount Carmel area, Lady Tornadoes 45. Hughesville, Lady Spartans 46. Paula Margaret, I'm on my way. Until next time, this is Tom Ryan saying so long, everybody.